Didn't get a chance to set up anything for the thumbnail. Kind of forgot to do that. Just got in. I'm going to go back out again and pick up some boxes for our second build, which the first one was already done. I did the paint job and everything on it. And this one, we're going to get a chance to watch it be built from the ground up. So, first things first, my name is Kenneth. This is called PC Kingdom. It's another segment that I add to our screen paint technology that we build. So getting ready to get this started, because I do like the small build over the big ones. And on top of that, I want to build me a whole case cabinet so I can put my PCs in, to open up some room to put in the new screen I got over here, our new front projection transparent technology. I got a chance to, there it is over there, that's how small it is. I got a chance to show off some pictures that I have of my of the AdTech technology and the front projection technology to some more people in the building, and they love it. I can't wait to be able to see that thing through window again. Much larger square, much larger size now. All right, so I'm gonna go over here and get ready to dismantle this one right here, so we can get it ready for our new build. Sorry people, if I sound a little tired, I am. Having a little bit of a drop in sugar, so I get some candy, which I just have in the drawer. All right, so this right here, that's my template for my power supply. Right there. I got my knife and everything I need from there. Alright, so we get some room. Let's start taking this thing apart. Actually, tell you the truth, I'm gonna leave this here like so. And that's my fans that just fell over the side. And I'm gonna start building on my case. Did I bring any kind of bunch apart? Everything up here on the table except for anytime. Oh. Okay. On the other PC, I left it on when I took care of some errands. It's running quite fine. That's when you're attaching things to your motherboard. There's a different voltage. Your motherboard may reject it. That's what was happening. So we went in and hooked it up to the power supply, which now is running everything without touching the motherboard. So this is a very simple, easy build because I wanted to convert my PCs into smaller cases, and then going out and spending the money, especially when I couldn't show off the power supply, because again my power supplies are designed, I mounted my power supplies the color of the fans, and I like the whole open case display. I'm building the same one I have over there. set up. Okay. The tape to the nail it when I move. All right. So, first things we do, and we start getting our templates on how we want to design this. We need for the motherboard to sync in here. Not the motherboard, but the hard drive. Sync in there. Now, I think it would help if that had went through. Of course. Have one not feed through. No idea why that didn't feed through. It should have. I think I witnessed today a professional gambling thief. And I'll tell you why. Those machines that they have, you see them where you put your money into, they're like little arcade machines, but it's a gambling machine at the end of the day. Most people I see sitting out in that seat are people that usually are, I guess, everyday working class, but mostly you see a lot of drug users on them, a lot of them. Now, this particular couple that went there, they weren't in that long. Usually it takes a while because the randomly the win on one of the machines is extremely rare, and they won $250. They weren't in there that long. So the guy was kind of skeptical because I've never seen anybody pay out on those things at all. Lottery tickets, maybe, yeah. Scratch offs, maybe, yeah, but not those machines. They won quick and fast. The guy was kind of skeptical about it and gave them $250. And the car they were driving wasn't exactly what you would call a humdum dinger. It was actually a pretty nice vehicle. So why would someone driving a nice vehicle like that be going into a spot like that, like one of those Bagos, you know what I'm talking about, them low, not really in those stores, but the small corner mom and pops where they have those machines at and playing in there. Did you know why? Because those machines have a lot of money in them, number one. Number two, the security and cameras aren't all that great in there. And like going to casino, it's a different story. And if they are using a machine that allows them to be able to manipulate the system and be able to win, that would be the spot to do it. Because they don't fit the profile of most people I've seen on those machines. Most people who drive a car like that, and they gamble, they're not going to be in a place like that. They're going to be over the Sugar House Casino. That's where they're going to be at. Those slot machines are kind of hard to manipulate because there's cameras literally everywhere. There's people walking on the floor, but in a place like that, no. That's what you call a criminal loop in the system. And just to fit the criteria of somebody that I would see in there on those machines. You're not going to win much on those machines. I think the highest payout they have on those machines is like $250. Maybe $500, but nothing like $1,000, something like that. The guy seemed kind of shocked that the guy's paying him out the money. Seemed a little shocked because I don't see people win on these machines, ever. Right, you know, everybody's got something in it. Well, not everybody, but yeah, that's a pretty interesting way to go with it because, again, you know, one thing in a casino, the security is through the roof. There's no way in the world. I mean, if you're able to, yeah, but no, it's too high of a risk. But a little place like that, they're not going to have that kind of security. That's why, you know, you got to learn to observe your surroundings. You got to learn to observe your surroundings. And that's one of the things I picked up when I walked in. I saw him sitting at that machine. They're too well dressed. Car we were driving was too nice of a car. You would never see anybody of that caliber sitting on one of those machines, ever. I'm not saying the people that sit on those machines, but mind you, if you've seen these machines before, it's the kind of machine you can look at and go, I'm not going to win at that. That's virtually impossible. Somebody's really desperate will be on that machine hoping to win something. But you're really not going to win. The odds on you have a better chance of casino winning than going there. But if you have an electronic device that allows you to manipulate the machines, that would be the place to do it. There's no one watching. There's no cameras there. Cameras are usually near the cash register, the front door, stuff like that. But they're never about the machines. I noticed that when I first walked in. No cameras by the machines. You know why? Because the machines are impossible to beat. That's why. I'm not trying to tell people how to be an Ocean 11 at the end of the day, but you just should know your background. When you walk around, you should know your surroundings. If you walk out the door, you don't know your surroundings, you're in a lot of trouble. You should know your surroundings. Not being paranoid, it's knowing your surroundings, which you should. But yeah, I just found that kind of interesting. I've never seen anybody win on one of those machines ever. These people walked in, won $250. Unless you're extremely, extremely lucky. If I had that kind of luck that I can win on that machine right there, well, guess where I'd be at? I'd be in the casino. More money. I don't know, people like that too. I know people that are professional gamblers. They're professional gamblers. Yep. Professional gamblers. And they do that poker after dark. That's what they do. I'll make sure if I didn't mess this up. I'm supposed to guide off this section right here, right? I am, yeah. I thought I was off and I was like, wait, are you off? I'm not off. I'm actually on. Yeah. I just found that kind of interesting, that's all. Hey, this may be a lucky guy. You know, who knows? This may be a very lucky guy. Yeah. I can tell by the guy who was giving the money, he was kind of like, what in the world? Kind of shocked. That's for the power supply. We'll cut the power supply first because where we got to put the hard drive at, it can't come in contact with that power supply. It has to be not too close where it's going to hit the liquid cooling system, not too close where it's going to hit the power supply. So it has to be right in there. That's why we cut this part in first. So this is the next part. Wrong way. So look at people. Bump it, did I tell you? Yeah, we're smooth at the top over here. Alright. We don't want to be too far over because we don't want to be too wide. positive light goes halfway into the box, so that way we don't have it sticking all the way out. That makes it a lot easier. Let's start on that corner right here. Let me see that, okay. And the reason why these have no fans in the back because they're going to lay flat against the wall. That's why. That's why we have the liquid cooling system over top. Nice fit. See, no measuring tape needed. I'm not a big fan about measuring. I do measure, I do keep mine, I do, but you know, with these bills like this, you know what I mean? I mean, that's all. Now, this is going to be here. We're going to be putting on this side. What the freak was that all about? You okay? You get the zoomies, man. Like, what the freak? To turn around to the full 360. That likes to be weird. Fan system here. This is what I do all day. Do stuff. You think I'd put things back, right? I won't. I'll lose this again. This right here, same size as a 120 millimeter fan. It's weird, ain't it? Same size as a 120 millimeter fan. You know something else is crazy? If I can find it. The height of this is the same size as a 235.1, sorry, 240 water cooling system. Same height. Exact same height as a water cooling system. It's a sheet of paper. You fold it over, you have the exact same width and height as a water cooler, if you're ever cutting one in. That's how you do it. Give them to fit nicely. Now, if you make it exactly the same size, yeah, you'll have a little bit, you want to cut the edges just a little bit here and here, so that way that part where the pipes are at fits nicely in there too also. Alright, so we got our size here. Sorry. Hard drive's going to be here. Yeah, that's a little close right there. Giving me the heebie-jeebies. Nope, but it fits perfectly. Yeah. So it's close to that corner, but it fits. Alright, I gotta put a hard drive in here. What did you do? Why do you always gotta do stuff when I'm working on something? Why? That whole attention process that you have at the end of the day, really, seriously talking. I'm gonna go pick up my inventory today. attention. All right, play your toys. What are you doing? I'm having fun, Daddy. That's what I'm doing. Rawr. I'll bite you. You make me bite you one day, boy. Make me bite you. Okay, let me see. Let's get the cracking Jackson on this. So that's there. Got the hard drive. It's on this side, so this is what we use for our hard drive. That's it. I got a tab in here. A little thicker in this section here. There we go. Don't worry about that because I just glue down. And we put a framing over this anyway. That's real dangerous. Gotta be careful with that one. Did that one already. Yeah. X-Acto knife and installing speakers in the ceiling while the rain popped on the screen. Jacked up day. That's how people. I'll tell that story to this day. I have my friends are cracking up about it. I sliced my hand open installing speakers in someone's ceiling. And they had a big old 50-inch, which is when the 50-inch was huge, sitting on the floor and was watching TV and installing the speakers. And the little girl from the ring popped up, started doing a little dance across the well, and I'm like, what the freak is that? I never saw it before. Never saw the ring before. I never did see it anyway. It's freaky, creepy. But anyway, and I wasn't watching what I was doing. I sliced my hand. My wrist. The good thing about it is I missed two of the major veins. Right, so I can't see anymore. Actually, the vein here because I'm getting older, my skin, and right there. So I missed it. I caught it right in here. If I had caught this vein right here, that one right there, I would have been bleeding out. And if I caught this one down here, I would have been bleeding out. So, yeah, God was with me. And I'm sitting there, my buddy's hearing me screaming, and blood shooting all over the place. I'm trying to hold my hand as tight as I can to keep the blood from shooting out. And the girl in the ring is dancing on the TV. And that's not something you want to walk into to see. And yeah, I go to the hospital and they stitch me up. You know, they got to ask me those questions because they're so close to my wrist, saying, Mr. Bird, you have the need to kill yourself? You ever hear voices inside your head? You ever feel the need to hurt yourself and other people around you? I literally listen to that nonsense. I'm like, no. It's trying to explain to them what happened, but they're looking at me like I've lost my mind, like I'm up on a ceiling, a ladder, putting in speakers in. I cut my wrist because a girl popped out of a well, the ring, and they're all looking at me like they never seen the previews for this thing. It's all over TV. Finally, my people come up and they straighten the whole thing out, and yeah, these jerkers are going 302 me and put me up on the top floor with no belt and no shoelaces. They thought I was trying to kill myself. Jerkers. So yeah, all that got cleared up. And the guy who came down was going to stall me, came down and vouch what happened, you know, that's what happened and everything. So, yeah. Because, you know, they got to make sure. We're going to stand our point of view, Mr. Bird, that, you know, close to a vital area where most people try to commit suicide. And would I be rushing myself to the hospital? Well, they're driving me to the hospital. Because, you know, you gotta go park the car, and they gotta rush me in, and all this nonsense. And I gotta wait in the lobby, and while I'm in there, they're interrogating me, asking me some dumb questions. And I'm like, no, no, no. Why would I be here? Honestly. Could have stayed there and finished it. Nah. But that's a funny story behind that scar. When people ask me about that, I tell them that's how I got it. A movie called The Ring. Creepy girl popping out of a well. You know, like when you're in bed and you're all tucked in nice and tight, can't move, and all of a sudden, boom, it just pops on out of nowhere with no warning, and you can't find the remote control. It just completely disappears. So what do? You shut your eyes as tight as you can. Like, plug up your ears because you don't want to hear what they're saying on there, and as tight as you can. And then after that, it's your hard junkie at the end of the day. That don't bother you. And after that, you just move on. Good gracious, where the freak was that remote control? And he's right next to you. Which is funny. But yeah. For those of you that the horror buffs, at the end of the day, that stuff don't faze you for jack. I never could understand why. I had a couple friends of mine that are into horror movies. If they don't bother you, they ain't real. It's real enough to me. That wouldn't freak you out. Like, no, it ain't real. But bet you $100 if I catch you in the woods with a freaking hockey mask and a chainsaw, you'll run from that. But then again, that's reality, so anybody would run from that. But yeah, it's funny because yeah, that movie was creepy as underwear. I never saw it. I never saw it. Right? I never plan to ever see it, ever. I thought that was the most creepiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm going to box this off now. I'm going to do the boxing on this right now. Sister saw it, and she was in the horror movie. She saw all of them. I was like, how the freak did you watch that? And she's seen all of them. She's in The Ring. She's seen The Grudge. She's seen all of them. In the dark. She's watching them in the dark. Like, how? How are we doing this? She was like, I ain't real. I don't feel real to me. I just watch them. Yeah. When I was in my horror movies, my stuff was just simple, man. I had Fred Cougar, Jason, stuff like that. Yeah, so we watched. I wasn't into all that other jacked up stuff they had. Of course, I mean, in the 70s, they had some really jacked up horror movies. You thought your horror movies were bad? It was nothing compared to the freaking 70s. 70s had messed up movies, man. Stuff that would scar you for life, forever. You definitely would be seeing psychiatrists after seeing some of that stuff. As a matter of fact, some of these people who did these movies never were right. Again, some of them committed suicide. And all kinds of problems. I've been watching that stuff. Let me see. Meanwhile, my cat is over there and I don't know what. What are you doing in your adventure? Some kind of adventure going on over there with him. Let me see. So we're on this side or on this side. So this plate's going to go here instead. So that's going to go here. And that one should go right here. There. Alright, so let me put this one first. Bring the glue gun up. So last time we built all this like last, so I'm going to fabricate it now and have it done. So I'll finish fabricate. Yeah, I was kind of worrying about that. That's when the guy was like, yeah, be careful what you plug into your freaking system fan on your motherboard because you'll have all kinds of issues to pop up. He was not joking with that one. I seen that in the video I was looking at trying to find other ways to plug in fans. Now I know why. You better check your voltage. If you don't, it's not going to be blinking on and off. That's what mine was doing. That's one of the things that I love about PC is that you'll make mistakes and you'll learn from your mistakes and you'll be one step wiser than what you were yesterday. Because you learn something new every day when you work on these machines. You take them apart, put them all back together again, you'd always learn something new. Figure out faster and better ways to repair them and fix them. I like my nice little build here. Small, it's compact. It's got the beautiful fans. It looks like these fans give it a kind of like a night light because they drop off a little high. I do love it. I like the build. I like the small build. I like it. I think I'm going to start designing more compact, smaller builds. I like doing them. If I got the cases, all my stuff would have been compressed inside of a case. With this, I can see my hardware. And some people like to have the hardware inside, but me, if I'm paying money for hardware, I don't care what it is. I want to see my stuff. I want to see it out in the open. I got this digital reader coming up. I'm going to stick right there. It gets the temperature control, even snows. It shows how cold the PC is, and it basically starts to snow if it hits a certain level. I'm getting that LCD display for the front of my CPU. I'm going to get me one. Now the party box over here, I'm going to do this one different. Wait for the gun to heat up. I'm going to do LED lights, but the LED lights are going to be painted into the case. So that way when this thing turns on, you won't be able to see them when they're off. When they turn on, I'm putting a tracer system in so they chase all through the system. That's going to be one of the set of lights. And the other one are going to be these USB laser lights. They're like these flat lights, rope lights. They're like little lasers pushing through. I think I'm going to put those through. They're going to be sound activated. Alright. Hope you're having deep thoughts. Deep thoughts. Remember that freaking Senate Live. Deep thoughts. Right. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work. There you go. That's good. What was the sacrifice of hot glue getting checking you? Oh, Chihuahua. Chihuahua. Watch those people build ships in the bottom. Oh, man. It's a lot of patience. That's a lot of patience. And somewhere probably somebody thought, you know what? I'm going to put a ship in the bottom. That's insane. You ever watch people do that? I watched that on YouTube. And look, you can find all kinds of cool stuff. I literally watched a documentary about making rope. I found that fascinating. Rope. It's interesting. And what goes in to make rope. How people use plastic to make clothes. I watched that. Recycling plants that turn plastic into clothes. How they do it. I like to watch their shows. Somebody's figuring out a different way on how to make other resources. Ouch. Well, that sunk in kind of... I was waiting for that to hit. Like, I felt the heat. Like, and the heat didn't kick in. I was like, okay. Maybe I missed it. No, I did not miss it. I did catch the heat. Sheesh. I don't know. The worst burn I ever had was on my pinky. I don't know why my pinky took that hit like that. Because usually I'm kind of used to getting burned by this stuff. It doesn't hurt as much. When you first start off with it, it does hurt like a mother jumper. After a while, you get a kind of tolerance of getting burned. That one, nice trim. There we go. That's why I say it's quiet in here, because the house fans are loud, but I kind of like the sound. It's relaxing. Here it is. I was looking at a giant gingerbread house. That's a fascinating thing to watch. People building giant gingerbread house. And I short with milk. Pop up on the scene with milk. One of the things I am going to push a ton of money into is food programs. People can come in and get food. I think no one should ever go hungry. Ever. Ever. I wouldn't even wish that on my enemies. To go hungry. That's a horrible thing for someone to go through. For someone not to have enough to eat. And kids not to have enough to eat. That's a horrible thing to do to somebody. Yet somebody did do that, didn't they? The president did it, didn't he? That hurt a lot of people. Good thing they reversed that nonsense. Don't think about anybody else but himself. I gotta say, boy, you maggers at the end of the day. These jerkers are crying. The farmers in the red state that voted for you-know-who are out there crying because their funding was cut. You voted for it, didn't you? But you want everybody to gather together and help you out of a situation that literally you argued about how he was such a great man and he was definitely going to help us out and he's looking forward to us. He used you guys. You got figured it out, didn't you? He used you. Yeah, they out there complaining. They lost their funding. He took their funding from them. Yep. Went out there, put that hat on and smiled in front of you, kissed your babies and everything, right? And he stabbed you in your back, didn't he? You didn't see that coming? That's like somebody saying that the devil's not a bad person, just misunderstood. They're on YouTube crying their brains out. They're gonna lose their farms. You voted for it. You got to deal with it. What's telling you? You didn't listen. See, it's gonna hurt them the most. They're gonna get the most pain out of it all. You know why? We knew we were gonna get screwed. We knew it from the door. But them, on the other hand, they had all this faith. They put more faith in that man than Jesus Christ. Now they're out there on YouTube crying. How could you stab me in the back? We're talking about somebody basically going to keep his word with a contract, right? Okay. I'm just laughing at you. I don't feel sorry for you. I really don't. But you should. No, I shouldn't. Don't feel sorry for you. Mexicans that voted for Trump? I literally could not understand that one as long as I live. Well, you know, he did the whole wall thing last time, right? Remember the wall thing? And you didn't see that at all, period? Like, seriously? I saw them out there. Yeah, the day of the election, they were out there. There were Mexicans for Trump out there. I saw them. Yep, I'm just looking at them like. There's nothing you can say in that situation. Just stare at them, just shake your head. So you didn't forget about the whole wall thing they tried to do the first time, right? And you go out there and you vote for them. Latinos for Trump? Yeah. African Americans for Trump. Oh no, it ain't just them. It's everybody. All different races voted for him. Everybody think it's all white people. I don't know white people. All white people, no. I saw black people out there. I saw Chinese people out there. I saw Mexicans out there. I saw the Latino community. I saw them all out there. It has nothing to do with race. It has something to do with idiots. You have people that are intelligent, and you have people that are idiots. You have people that are smart, know how to avoid nonsense. You have people that are standing in the way of a moving semi-truck, blindfolded, just waiting to get smacked. And that's what happened. He got smacked. Pretty hard. And you get up and like, what happened? What happened? Well, you put this blindfold on, and you walked out in the middle of the street, and see that truck over there named Trump? Yeah, that slammed right into you. There you go. That's what you did. And you crying whine on YouTube about how you got stabbed in the back and it's unfair. What happened to supporting us? I'm about to begin with. It's about power. But, you know, leave it at that. I watched that today. I actually watched Farmers for Trump out there mad, upset, angry because they're going to lose their funding because he cut their funding. Yeah. And now they're on YouTube begging for people to help them out. But at one point, you were in there on Facebook cursing everybody out, calling us this, calling us that, and at the end of the day, and Trump this and Trump that, and I back him 100%, and blah, 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 blah. And now you're asking for help from the internet to help you out in the situation that you got yourself in because you believed in someone that you thought was going to rip you off. Well. You know, you look at the track record of somebody, I think you would know, right? That's like, you know, Lucifer sitting there like, hey, you stick this rope around your neck, and I'm basically going to hold on to it, but I'm going to promise to let it go. You got my word. You can trust me. I got an amazing track record of people trusting me. I'll let it go. Would you trust? You wouldn't, would you? Because his track record is absolutely horrible. So, why would you trust the orange guy? Yeah. But everything he tries is going to be overturned. Pretty much. I'm just shocked that they allowed it to go on this long. I'm very surprised about that. I'm going to tell you something. Once we get AdTech where it needs to be at, I might leave the United States. Never come back. Yep. Might go to another country and live over there. Because it didn't have to go on for that long. That should have been taken care of a long time ago. The minute all that nonsense went on, they should have took care of that a long time ago. I don't know. And I'm tired of hearing the courts are doing this and the courts are, ain't nobody doing anything. At all. He's supposed to be impeached, that never happened. How many times this man get away with basically committing crimes that never happened? So every time I hear somebody saying, oh, this time, but this time, but this time, it's the same old crap. See, that's the thing I tell people at the end of the day. Look, they'll treat you like garbage or treat you like trash. But then when that election time comes up, there's all smiles in your face. So, that's your time that you have power. Your mags, at the end of the day, you dum-dums, and I'm going to call you dum-dums, because that's what you are. You had so much power in your hands to be able to stop this nightmare from happening. That's why we blame you. We blame you. Yeah, you. We blame you for all this mess. That's you. You had so much power. And what did you do with it? You sat there and you elected somebody that you knew had issues, had problems, that tried to overthrow the government, and you still voted it in. I wouldn't trust you to wish upon a birthday cake right now. I wouldn't trust your opinion on anything. Nothing at all, period. Don't vote for anything. Don't ever vote for anything. You should never be allowed to vote ever again after this fiasco. And you're the main ones. They're the main ones crying on YouTube about how they're getting burned. Left and right, the main ones. Nobody feels sorry for you. They don't. I may feel sorry for your kids because it's not their fault. And you're an idiot and you should have known to see what was coming. It's like kids sitting in the middle of the street. Would you allow your kids to sit out in the middle of the street? No, you wouldn't. Why? Because they could get hit by a car. That's literally what you did to your kids. You wrote that nightmare. He's cutting the education system. They're trying to do all kinds of stuff at them. You see the crazy stuff they're doing? Yeah, that's the legacy you left behind for your kids. Good job on that one. Good job. Fantastic. Excellent job. Excellent job. Excellent job. Yes, sirree. Excellent job. You had all that power to point it in another direction, and you chose that. Now, those of you that are pride maggers at the end of the day that put those signs out on your... We all know who you are. So no one cares about your opinion at the end of the day. Don't talk about this. No one cares. Because everything that he does, you're responsible for. So you know that. You voted it in. That's why now they want to say, oh, it's not my fault. I had nothing. You had nothing to do with what? We'd have been better off if we voted for a goat, chicken, anything, a toaster, anything. Oh, my goodness. And then you got Elon Musk up there. Are you kidding me? He's not even a government elected official. Yeah, that's a circus. See, it doesn't surprise me. You know why? Because you see the circus that these guys put on all the supporters that put on the circuses supporting that nonsense. You got what you paid for. That's what you expect that circus. At the end of the day, I'm expecting one day in the Oval Office to see clowns dancing around there, maybe an elephant, maybe someone tightrope in there. Big hat calling, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have the absolute fiasco of a circus. I have never, as long as I've been on this planet, ever seen anyone in that Oval Office that wasn't a government elected official. He should not be in there. Then he's sitting there with his kid on his shoulders. Are you kidding me? Chill. Wow. My goodness. I'm going to tell you right now. I heard about people traveling. They remove the American flag. Americans will remove the American flag off anything they have when they go to another country. Embarrassed. I love when people tell me then they go back to Africa. Did I ask to come here? Let me ask you a question. Did I ask to come here? I asked them that question. Did I ask to come here? So I can't like, hey, I want to go to America. Did I ask to come here? All right, then we go with that one. Am I happy to be here? I love America. I do. I just don't like the way it's going. I really don't. I don't like the way it's going. I don't. Now, next time, get it next time on this. You maggers, at the end of the day, who have that power, you can basically, could it turn the tides of this nightmare? Don't you ever do that nonsense ever again. Make sure you basically research stuff before you basically go and do dumb stuff again. Like I told you, I got him in my family. I got him in my family. I got him in my family. Oh my goodness, I got him in my family. Yeah. Oh no. He's doing a fantastic job. He ain't saying it now. He was saying it last time he was president. He's doing a fantastic job. He's doing an excellent job. I think he makes a great president. Now when I call him up, he don't pick up his phone. Why won't he pick up his phone? I wonder why you won't pick your phone up. You don't pick his phone up. Why won't you pick your phone up? You made a good decision, didn't you? Come on, I want to talk about this great decision you made. Oh, you don't want to pick anything up. Okay, I was just wondering. Just wondering, we don't want to pick the phone up now. And all of a sudden we're quiet about it. Just like I said, you went out and you hurt your family members, you hurt your friends, you hurt yourself. That's what you did. And you got on YouTube and you ranted like there was no tomorrow. I watched all the video demonstrations on them. I'm watching the farmers out there screaming, yell, and cry. How they're calling down there and trying to talk to somebody. No one's contacting them back. You know, when your time comes to vote for these Republicans, people want to come into office, you remember, instead of you getting all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, not doing your research, which most of y'all did, got all bright, you know, so the people who voted for that joker, got all out there bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, got the hat on, got the shirts on and everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. I vote for him because I love him. I love him. How much? You look like an idiot now. Look at you. How did that look when he took away your benefits? Oh yeah, I support him 100%. Now in the comment section, you don't find one in the comment section now. You find a couple of minutes talking about Trump 2025. You don't find any of them in there. They don't want to let themselves be known that they're idiots. That they caused that nightmare. They don't want to be known. I would never go to a restaurant that they know that you're a supporter, because there's a good chance that they're going to in your food. I guarantee you. Because that's the stuff he's doing is hitting everybody. It's hitting everybody. Don't mention it. Don't go into places that they know that you supported that nonsense, because good thing the chances are, I worked in the food industry. I guarantee your food ain't right. Which is jacked up because kids eat that food too. And it's not the kids' fault. Kids have nothing to do with it. I think they should never bring the kids into that. Kids got nothing to do with that. They don't know any better. You're supposed to be protecting your kids at the end of the day. That's not protecting your kids. I don't like to talk about politics, but I've never seen anything like it in my life. If you want to get down to the century of kings and queens in that section, where they want buck wild in that section, yeah, that's pretty much in that category. That's what it looks like. Good thing we got all these laws in place, right? If we didn't have these laws in place, we'd be in a lot of trouble right now. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. So, people are going to make Biden jokes. How's it looking? Hmm? No, I mean, I understand it. No, Biden didn't do a fantastic job. I believe that also. But he's a heck of a lot better than this guy. Well, well, well. When he signed, he got in the office. What happened? Hmm? Did you go through the nightmare you guys went through now? Oh, no, you didn't go through any of that, did you? Not at all, period. Bitch, I bet you wish you had Biden right now, wouldn't you? I bet you wish you do. You farmers sitting out there about to get your aid cut, you're about to lose your farm. Did Biden do that? No, he didn't, did he? You never had that problem at all, period. That never even came up. Never even had that thought process. You were going to lose your farm. But you voted for this guy. There you go. Can't get mad about that, you know? That's why I said, look, next time you have that opportunity to vote, don't get all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, screaming and yelling, going, oh my God, oh my God, all that dumb nonsense. Understand that that is the time that you have power. It is the only time when you have power to say no, and you don't want that person in office. Don't mess it up. Don't be all excited and let your emotions get the best of you. When they come on camera and they smile and give off that perfect smile and they glimmer and do make promises, don't believe in that nonsense. Because they're going to need you again. They are. They're going to need you again. Not him, because he can't come back. Yeah, after he does that second year, he's done. With the second freaking term, he's done. But the rest of those Republicans are going to need you. They're going to need you to vote for them. So now you know you got power at the end of the day. You use it. Alright, so now everybody coming to the office, it's going to be good. But they're not going to be that kind of nightmare. You respect the Constitution. Does he understand the people who died for the Constitution? Does he even know history? Or what that piece of paper means at the end of that document, what it stands for? The people gave their lives the right so you can have rights. When they died, right? People were killed. Sacrificed their lives. And that's how it's treated. So how are you a soldier at the end of the day and you voted for Trump? How does that go? Got truckers out there for Trump, cutting your funding now. They don't care about you at the end of the day. They care about money. That's what it's been, money. That's all they care about. My sister put it down so perfectly. She said Trump's not racist. You know why? If you got money, you can be a part of his world. If you got money. So people who got, so well, he let some people out. Let some people out. Now all of them came out. The ones that did came out were better off inside. Now you got a mark on your head. Because again, a lot of angry police officers out there about that whole situation. They know where you live at. Not saying anybody did anything, but I'm just saying. Just saying. Better off in there. One person didn't come out. They staying in. So what happened to the individuals that got out? All right. One went back to jail. One was killed. Standoff. He had a gun on him. Of course, you're not supposed to have one on you. You commit a crime, you're not supposed to have guns on you. I don't know what happened to the other one. I think one was locked up. I think two were locked up. And one was killed. I think those are the only ones that got out. I think the other guy, it's one of those leaders at the end of the day. He hadn't been heard from. Disappeared. Been heard from. I don't know, some people just don't learn. Not just that, some people just don't learn. Like OJ, don't learn for Jack. No one even knows, only God knows what happened. And you know, he's passed on. And he's in the next life, which again, you know what happens if you're not saved over there, what happens. So you gotta pay for it, whether we're not or not. If he did do it, right, and he's over there, you can't escape that, ever. You can't. You might get away with crimes here on the earth, yeah, but you can't get away with anything over there, because there's nobody what you've done. So no, he's not in a good place at all, period. Unless that man got saved, got baptized, became a Christian, and got all his sins washed away, then that's the only way. But if he hasn't, then guess what? He's going to pay for those sins. He's going to pay for that and every other sin that's written in that book. He's going to pay for it. So you don't get away with anything. I told you, two places you pay for things in life. You pay from the living, and you pay with the dead. No one gets away with nothing on this planet. Nobody. Putting our support beams in, which is needed, because we got to make sure the thing is sturdy. Yeah. Ah! Hot glue on my pinky. That's the wrong part I just said. At the end of the day, it hurts the most if the pinky lands on the pinky. Ugh, man. Bam. Ouch. Mother George. And that was in there, wasn't it? The tornado. Let's see this freaking out. What? I'm not done with it yet. I'm still going to do some artwork with it. This one's definitely has some artwork on it. But we're just about done. We're building all the different sections we need on it. Right now we're putting the supports. So the supports are nice. I had one here. Got one there. I'm going to leave this one out. This is good because I seen from that one. That's pretty good on that. I stirred that one. But we definitely need to put one in here. Hercules, a mighty Hercules. Dun, 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 dun. Hercules. You remember that back in the day, the cartoon Hercules? I do. Heck, damn it. What's the point of having any pens that don't write? You know what? Kind of wrong on that. I'll tell you I'm wrong on that. Everybody deserves forgiveness, and that's right. I'm wrong on that. I apologize about that. And people who do dumb stuff like that consider to be forgiven. Because that's really dumb. It is. It's stupid. Stupid. You knew. I just can't understand the ones with the Mexicans with Trump. That's the one that baffles me. Daylights at him at the end of the day. I'm like, really? And I hate to say it, there are comedians joking about that. Like you didn't see that one coming? Now, what's the whole citizenship thing? Can they come and get their citizenship? You know, can they come and get this? It should be able to do that. They should be able to come and get their citizenship. They should give them that opportunity, because everybody should have the opportunity here to get citizenship. Anybody. Oh, I can't stand those other jokers, man. And jokers go, oh yeah, but they're nothing but this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, I'm like, you don't do anything. How many traffic tickets did you get? Bet you one of you got a police record. Everybody should be entitled to come here. Like I said, if that was the case, well, American Indian. Native American Indian, because they're natives here. This is their land. What are they? If they had that, you say, what? Gotta go. You guys got here and you jacked up the land. Everything was perfect. And now you're freaking pollution. It's interesting. You know that American Indians had this land. There was no such thing as pollution. It didn't even exist. None of that exists. No pollution. Imagine that. No pollution. There's none. Zero. Absolute zero pollution in America. Wow. Think about that. Wow. Yep. You ran all those trains left and right. All that fossil fuel burning up into the atmosphere. And I got people today that don't want to speak about that. We don't want to talk about that. Well, I don't want to talk about that. It happened. It's history, American history. It happened. Next time somebody ignorant wants to sit there and say, oh, they don't belong. You don't belong here either, Jack. Because you're not Native American Indian. And last I checked in the history books, they owned the land before we did. Or, well, I wouldn't come with my, we were bought over here, but you know how it works. So I love when people sit there and don't crack books at the end of the day and are the first ones to say, oh, you don't belong here. I would love to own a time machine. I swear I'd drop a bunch of those jokers in a time machine and drop them back to that era right there. Yeah, go ahead. Now you figure it out. Drop them back there like you figure it out. Go ahead. Put them right there in Indian territory too. Go ahead. Yeah, you figure it out. Explain. It's their land. At the end of the day, I'll always see it that way. It's their land. It belongs to them. It's their land. And if people don't get that, all right, the way you can understand it, your house, I bring an army with me. We kick in your front door. We tell you that you got to leave and this property belongs to me. I'm going to stick a flag on top of your house that has my whatever country, whatever I believe, whatever, and that's it. And if you try to do anything about it, well, if there's army behind me, we'll wipe you off the face of the planet. There we go. There you go. And meanwhile, we'll label your everything you do, your religion, the way you live, your style. We'll just name you savages at the end of the day. Because since it's not ours at the end of the day, then you have to be savage. See, that's what we did. I read that whole... I'm a big fan of history. I love history. I like dark history. Because you don't learn that in the schools. They don't teach that. They can't teach kids that in schools. They can't. They can't teach them that. It's too barbaric. It is. History is very barbaric. Can't teach them that stuff. I dated Blackfoot. 100% Blackfoot. American Indian. There she was. I met her family members. All of them. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful people. It would tick me off at the end of the day if I had to pay rent or anything like that. But, you know, since they live on the reserves, and the one thing about the reserves is they went out and they built casinos out there. And they made a lot of money. And that does pinch Uncle Sam a bit there, doesn't it? They can't claim that money. Can't do that. And I felt that was so interesting how, you know, the people that the Maggers voted for was trying to basically import the American Indian. How the freak does that even work? That tells you how dumb he is. You're gonna try to send back. Where are you gonna send them to? There you go. That's that moment of silence, right? But just sits there and goes, wait, what? Yeah. He tried to send them back. Where are you gonna send them to? That's the guys. You gonna send them around the corner? Because you know they're from here, right? They got more right to be here than he has to be here, or anybody else. Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Gonna deport the American Indian. Good gracious. That's really that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So yeah, that's just downright stupid. You don't believe me? Go look it up on YouTube. It's there. It's there. You can see it there on YouTube. It's there. It's crazy. I'd have sat there when the first minute when them officers walked up to me. I was like, wait, what? Wait, you do know that I'm a Native American Indian, right? You know I have more rights to be here than you have here, right? I mean, I'm actually from here. Okay. Man. Gee whiz Louise. Oh my goodness. Hey, where are we putting? We got a port we got to put up there, right? There's a port you got to put up there. Where is that port right there? What's that? Which one called we had? Ooh, we got almost done this build right here. Almost done on the build. All right, let me see. Oh, there's it over here. We put it here. So on the motherboard, where's the motherboard thing for that? For the motherboard. This side for the motherboard station. Yeah, whatever. No. That's just what it is. Man, I swear, if the Lord ever gives me the ability to build a rocket ship, I'm out. I don't care where I go, I'm out. I'm leaving, never coming back. Ever. If my family wants to go with me, they can go with me. Get a big rocket ship and just leave. I'm going on a trip on a great big rocket ship. Yep. Right. I don't know. I think when he's in office, people feel they can do whatever they want. There's Nazis on top of that bridge. No, you ain't doing that. You're not doing that. No. It ain't like the 50s, 40s, and 20s or whatever. That is then you're gonna pop up on a bridge and spread hatred, and you're just gonna get off unscathed. It's not gonna happen. This is different. This is a different time now. It used to be a point they could do that. They could get out there and talk and call you this and call you that, and couldn't go in a restaurant and eat, couldn't go to a school or none of that stuff. You know what I mean? It'd be spit on and everything else and all that stuff. Now you can't do that no more. I'll tell you something. I see white people, friends of mine, get madder than me at the end of the day. Get upset and get madder than me. Look, they don't like it when I talk about them topics. That bothers people at the end of the day. They don't like to hear it. Yep, they get madder than me at the end of the day. I got friends of mine that if you even were to call me the N-word, they'd take your head off before I would. And they're Caucasians. They don't like that stuff. They do not like that stuff. You got certain people at the end of the day that consider us to be equal, and they equal with us. And they're the ones that basically will beat the crap out of you the worst. We're the ones that got to pull them off of you. They don't like that kind of stuff. I'm saying, you think I'm saying they're all white? No. I got white friends. I got people I do business with, Caucasians and stuff like that. They get madder than me at the end of the day. I'm the one that can walk out of the situation. You know what? It ain't worth it. They'll go back and fight somebody at the end of the day. I got to talk them out of whipping somebody behind for calling me the N-word. Nope, it's not worth coming, man. You want to spend the night in jail? Come on, come on, come on. No, no, we got to take care of this. You can't be having this kind of nonsense. That's just like when we have Caucasians that move into the hood. Maybe they get nicknames. They get teased a little bit at first. That's basic about it. But then, you know, they go to a couple parties and stuff like that and chill. And next you know, they're just like us at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's why people see people dancing. If they see somebody dance, like really, really dancing really good, you look at the comment sections. The first thing they say is, oh, you're invited to all the barbecues. That's like an honor to get invited to all the barbecues because you can dance your behind off. And yeah, they become, I come from a mixed family. My family's all mixed. We got Puerto Ricans, Irish, German. We got everybody in our family. And yep, you come in, we just treat you like you're one of us. Next thing you know, you get a nickname. Everybody gets nicknames. I remember the white kid, and his dad was laughing at his nickname. He finally got his nickname. He said, what they call you? He said, I got my nickname. He said, what they call you? They call me unseasoned chicken. He's half white, half black. Dad was in there crying, laughing. He said, okay, and that's your nickname. I remember a friend of mine got the nickname Anchor. They called him Anchor because he had a big head. But that's your nickname. It'll be your nickname for life. And people are proud of them too. They're proud of those nicknames. I don't have no idea how the barber got the name Spider. I never asked about that. How we got the name Spider. We collected spiders. I don't know. But people get them strange nicknames at the end of the day. And then that's all you know them by that nickname. So you come to the neighborhood, you only know them by the name. The fact that you wouldn't know somebody by their first and last name, that would have to be somebody from the church or maybe the mother, man. But in the neighborhood, like, everybody knows you by your nickname. That's it. Don't know by your real name. Like, you know, who's so-and-so and so on so-and-so street. Oh, him? Yeah, I know him. Yeah. One of my friends was named G Black. G Black. So he was real dark skin. And his name was Greg. They call him G Black. You can get a nickname for something. You'll get a nickname. Alright, that's there right there. Do we have the port for, okay, power comes out the side there. Right here. So power comes out here. Motherboard's right here. So yeah, that's all good. Fan's gonna be right here, power's right here. And we have to cut port in the side just in case if you want to transfer stuff through. Make the port big enough next time. Chihuahua. Literally make the port big enough next time, because man, hard time to find that last one. The big gate. Oh, where is that one putting stuff at? Alright, let me see. It's gotta be, it can't be here. The port's gotta be, what is there? Port has to be right here, but that may be too big for a port. Go. No, very big blockage. Center, that's right there. Oh no, it's not there. Someone's going to be here. All right. Center's right there. Yep. I had a friend called Flavio, because he used to be fat, and now he's thin. But his name is Flavio. And they still call him Flavio. Shorty, ended up being tall, tiny, and they were huge. Stuff like that. Cool nicknames. Some have nicknames when they were kids that carried over. And some people, they're new in the neighborhood and they just got in, get a nickname from something they'll give you. You can't give yourself a nickname. They got to give it to you. I can't tell you what my nickname was. But other people know it. They call me from time to time what it is. Well, these are people that have to know me. And that neighborhood will be the only ones that know that nickname. Yeah, I got one. Yep. Next, knew what it was because I went back to my neighborhood to see some people, and they called me by that name. And she was like, "What's that mean?" And I was like, "Well, it is what it is." And that nickname in a different way. Once you've earned the nicknames from other things, but I earned mine from getting in trouble. So I got mine. And it was before I got sent out. So I had to nickname before I went in. If you think it's that, it's not. It's nothing to do with my name or anything. It's something weird they gave me. Oh man. I remember we had this guy, he's like, I don't know if he was an officer or not. I still don't even know if he was a real police officer. I mean, he had all the equipment and tools and all the good stuff. And he was this funny dude, man. Me and him constantly would be going at it all the time. Like, we'd always be busting on each other. Because it's kind of like we didn't like each other, but we was cool with each other. You know, you figure that out. Right? We was always saying some nasty stuff about each other on our breath. He knew my nickname. He found it. He found it. He figured out what my nickname was. And how the freak you find that out? He was like, yeah, I know. I know some people, and you know some people. So, they told me what your name is. So I was like, oh, shoot, okay. So he called me that ever since, because that was my nickname. But anyway, he was a, I don't know if he was a cop or not. I'm not sure if he was. But all I know at the end of the day that a lot of police officers just knew him, because he was undercover or something. I don't know what he was. But anyway, he was a funny dude. But I just came in from class, and he was sitting down. I was in the game store. He was sitting down. I guess he used to come down to Germantown. He used to monitor the stores and stuff to keep everybody safe down there. But he's a bit of a bonehead too. I don't like him too much. Me and him are getting along too well. He's a jerk. He's a bit of a jerk. So he was sitting in the chair, and I'm standing up, and he had his baton in his lap, and I was like, I bet you I can get to you before you get to me. Before you can get that baton, before you can get your hand on that trigger, I bet you I can get to you. He was like, I said, I don't think you can. I said, I think I can. That's the day I learned how to do a shuffle kick. Oh man, that's a beautiful kick, man. That's a beautiful kick. They got the side kick and front kick, shuffle kick, and I learned it that day. That's that hop, skip, jump out, hop, put that foot up, hit him. Oh man, because you jump with one foot and you come down, you strike with the second foot. That's a hop kick. I learned that hop kick sideways, and I learned it front that day. And I was like, I bet you I can get to you before you can get that. I was gonna hop over and strike him. I wasn't gonna hit him for real. But we used to joke with each other like that. You used to see me come in, I had this big Taekwondo patch on the side of my bag when I was walking around with. So you know I was trained. I came, I said, yeah, I bet you I can get to you. I just learned it that day. I was going to have some fun with him on it. I had to jump, hop with one foot, come down and but yeah. So anyway, he was a funny dude. He was like, I'll get to this gun before you get over there. I said, I don't think you're going to get to that gun before you get over there. I said, okay, I'll see you around. So I'll see you around. That's how our friendship was. We liked it. We were cool with each other, but we just didn't like each other. I don't know. It was just kind of weird. It was just the kind of way it was. So one day, I went in the store and I found this little kid badge, gun with handcuffs on it. I wrote his name on it. I said, now you can be a real cop. And gave it to him. He said, yeah. He called me by my nickname, what I was called. And I said, okay, whatever. I said, see you around. I said, I'll see you around. Last time I saw him, he was getting married and He was becoming a paramedic. He was getting out of the field and everything. That's the first time we had a conversation, like a real conversation. Like, yeah, you good? Yeah, so and so, so. That's fantastic. I was with my ex when we moved out of the neighborhood. We got this house over here. And I said, yeah, you know, everything's going well, so and so and so. And that's it. It's the last I saw him. Became a paramedic. He got out of the field. He was getting a little crazy, and his new lady didn't want him in that field anymore, so he was studying to become a paramedic. So that's good. I never forget that day I came in. He asked me my name. I said, none of your business what my name is. That's when we first met. He came in because I walked in that store. I had that bag on me, this big bag on me. What's in your bag? None of your business is in my bag. You a real cop? He was like, yeah. I said, you don't look like a real cop to me. I know real cops. You don't look like a real cop. But you undercover? Where's your people at? Where's the truck at? Where's your backup at? He said, I don't need backup. I got backup right here. I said, yeah, everybody got backup right here. What are you talking about? We all got backup right here. I got backup on the corner. I got backup where you want it. That's how me and end up meeting. So it's cool. It's a while, you know. Gotta fit right there nicely. Ooh, yeah. It's a while, you know. That's how it was. That's how our friendship was. Walk up to me, you got a little dirt on you. I got no dirt. See what you do? You got dirt all over you. So what you trying to say? You heard what I said. You look a little dirty to me. Anybody? You look a little dirty? I mess with him all the time. So it is cool. We talk back and forth. We'll have our little gestures back and forth every day. And one time I got sick. I wasn't on that strip for a while. Out to see my people. And it was like, oh, I thought somebody killed you. Why would you think that? Because you talk a lot of trash. Sooner or later, somebody gonna run up on you. Said, yeah, well, this is my neighborhood over here. Anybody run up on them, they gonna get run up on. They just be back and forth all day talking trash to each other. Kept asking me my name. I said, you figured out. Came back and said, hey, called my name. I said, what? I said, where'd you get that from? He said, I know some people. I said, I know some people too. I was like, oh, okay. I told him. They called me that ever since. But all in all, no. We were just two guys busting each other's chops. That's basically about it. He was a cool guy at the end of the day. Got a chance to meet his wife. Real nice person. The person he's gonna marry, I call her wife anyway. The person gonna marry and everything. That's a real nice person. I said, I'm glad she's changing you, because you're a bit of a jerk. And laugh about it. Yeah, he's a funny dude. Alright, putting in a hard drive. So we have something all built together. You were like, but all he does is talk about crazy stuff. He doesn't really build anything. He spends his time doing absolute nothing. He never gets anything done. And that's what you would think, right? Right. Yowzer! Talks so much. He talks all the time. Every time I turn around, talk, 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 talk. Bam. I may talk a lot, but I get the job done. I'm finished. Boom! Alright, we got to put a little shield right there. Double up on that right there. Double up right there. Right there. There. I like that country accent. I got a friend of mine. She is from Kentucky. She's from Kentucky. She's got a country accent. friends from over in Mississippi. Country accents. Yeah, Orleans, they got that accent. Jeez. They got that accent. Nice accent, too, by the way. A few people from Orleans. I like the accent. I like everybody accents something over there. Boston. Oh, my goodness. I can hear people from Boston talk all day long, man. All day long from Boston. I can hear them talk all day. All day. I can hear them talk. How you say so. They say it. I can talk all day. I love the accent from Boston. It's easy. So you got a Boston accent. You go to England. How would that sound? Because everybody goes to the UK, go to Australia, one of the places, they come back with the accent. But if you have a Boston accent, how would that sound? I gotta look that up on YouTube. Because I'm pretty sure somebody from Boston had to go from one of those countries in the day and came out with that accent like that. That would be amazing. So that's why I'm all for that all mixed race. I love mixed races. I'm all for that 100%. Some people don't like that. They don't want no mixed races. You know, I'm all for mixed races 100%. Get to meet different nationalities, get to learn about different foods, everything about them. People that are racist, you miss out on so much, it's not even funny. You really do. But they can change. Everybody can change. So one of my brothers married Arabic. Yep. That is. Her father hated his guts. Hated his guts. But he had all girls. He didn't have a boy to his heir. He had all girls. Even the cat was a girl. So, you know, they're kind of big on having a boy to the heir. Couldn't have a boy. Couldn't. All girls. Like literally all girls. He had 3 girls. 2 of them had kids. They were girls too. Like he was not destined to have a boy. And he couldn't stand my brother. My brother had to wait in the car. Yeah, they were married. He had to sit in the car. They wasn't allowed in their house. Because, you know, they wanted them to date their own nationality. That's how he was, you know. My mother didn't care, but he was like that. Yep. Hated my brother's guts. Couldn't stand him. Now, we didn't find out about that. Good thing we didn't, because we definitely would have ripped in that family at the end of the day. We hate my family at the end of the day. We don't have a problem at the end of the day. But good thing we didn't know. It worked itself out. Because guess what his first child was? A boy. Yeah. Right. Yeah. She had a boy. And that did it right there. Oh, now they're best friends. They were inseparable. You see one, you don't see the other. They're just like you have 2 twins. Father apologized, you know what I mean, everything. He saw the errors of his ways, which is good, and they became best friends. They worked together and everything. When he passed away, he left everything to my brother. Now, he left some stuff for the other ones, yeah, but mainly because he gave him a boy. So before he passed off this earth, he got a boy. Yep. See how things change? And one man didn't like that race, and now, yeah. Things change. Yep. He broke down in tears when he saw that little baby boy. Well, yeah, he loves his daughters. They love their kids, you know, at the end of the day. But it's something about them having that boy, that male, that's carry on their name. There's something about that tradition. But yeah, broke down and cried when he saw that little boy. I was like, geez. I was like, even the cat's a female. I was like, really? Yep. I was like, so there's none? There's none. Not one. The daughters had had girls. Oh boy. He had all girls. Even the cat was a girl. Mother was happy as can be, of course. She had all girls. But him, nothing. None at all. So, brother's first child, boy. I did it right there. What do you got him sitting in the car for? Have him come on in. So and everything. You know. And my brother was mad. He was still mad and very upset by the whole thing, you know what I mean? But, you know, he worked it out and everything, which I'm glad. Mend those bridges. Which is good. Now we get a chance to chill. And, well, they've passed on now. They've left this earth. But it was nice that everything worked out. But, you know, you come to one of my family get together, we don't care what race you are. At the end of the day, really don't care. At the end of the day, don't care. Nope. My mother didn't care. My mother didn't see color. You know, you think you grow up in a time where people hated your color because you were black. And my mother didn't see color no matter what. She saw people. So she was not one of those people that you bring home a person of a different color. Like, no, we don't do that in our family. No, she didn't care. She'd bring them in. She'd feed them. You know what I mean? You call her mom. That's the kind of person she was. You call her mom. She accepted all races. Even the ones that hated her. She accepted everybody. Yeah. Putting our reinforcement in. Our reinforcements. Hooking that up in. So yeah. I could only wish to be more like her. What a piece of this cup. Like, how do you do that? How do you not get mad and be angry at somebody? You know, want to take someone's head off. Give it to Jesus. So forgiving. How do you do that? Don't curse. Sheesh. Nope. I've never heard a curse. Always wore long dresses all the time. No provocative clothes, nothing like that. She was true to that Bible. She was. True to that book. Yep. She was true to that book. And if there's going to be people read the Bible, you're going to find out a lot of things in there that they can't do. That you can do, but you don't want to do. Because you're too embedded in the earth, to the world. And some things you won't give up. You won't give up certain music and stuff like that, but I'm sure we got 100%. You gotta let it go. It ain't even worth it anyway. God's way is the best way. Alright, got that hard drive put in right there for our case for hard drive. Now we gotta basically drop to the top. Oh, we didn't get the thirds for the top. We didn't get the thirds for the top. We're supposed to have a panel here and here, and we don't have it. Do we have anything here, like another box here? Is that spot for the panel? Yeah, we have one here. Okay, cool. We need some set. I'll tell you, learn the volume. Just learned an interesting lesson about voltage. What you cannot run I look more at that one right there. Voltage. Motherboard will reject that like there's no tomorrow. It's interesting that if you're building a PC, and like say you got people who build at the end of the day, right? And they're not gonna mock you because you can't build, you know what I mean? They're gonna tell you it's easy. You know what I mean? You can learn, it's easy, you know what I mean? I'll say the same thing I just told you, get an old PC, take it apart, you know what I mean? You'll learn where all the parts go at. You'll learn how to troubleshoot, stuff like that, all that stuff at the end of the day. Go on YouTube, get a ton of information off of there, basically on things and how to fix stuff from other people. We learn from each other. That's how we learn. We all learn from each other. I've been on YouTube many times to figure out how to get stuff to work. But once you do try it, and you do switch over, you don't got to switch over fully. I'm telling my console says I'm still supporting my PS4. Regardless, I still support my PS4. Just won't buy any new systems, but I like my PS4. But you realize more and more the freedom that you got. Like I got that freedom, freedom, freedom. You gotta do what you want. I have that freedom. It's not as hard as you think. It's very easy. Remember, people were terrified of computers when they first came out. Freaking terrified of them. So we're not using the typewriters anymore. Now we bring in computers or processor work buses. I don't know what they're using. I don't know what they're using for the computer. They don't know what's typewriters. What's this thing at the end of the day? It's a computer. Computer? You got to bring some guy in to teach you how to basically use it. Some tech guy to come in and show you how to use it. Yeah, they're replacing all our typewriters out with these computer units. Or word processors. More processors with computers too on top of that. So it would be the typewriter system. No filing. You don't need a filing cabinet anymore. That's gone. Load everything onto a freaking floppy disk and you're finished and done. Done! On a floppy disk, no filing cabinet needed. Go to the library now, you just go in and just go doot doot doot, look it up on a computer and you're done. I remember that old-fashioned filing cabinet, the one you would pull all the way out, be halfway across the room, you're sitting there doing this 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right here, pull that out. There'd be a whole selection within the G section. You're like, done, looking for it, find it, finally pull it out. Figure out where it's at in the library, on what row of books is that, and you got to go all the way up there, and you got to basically look through book at the aisle. It's an aisle C, so it has to be in C somewhere. Go to C, look through all those books to find it. Yeah, that's how it was when I was coming up. I'm pretty sure some of y'all remember that, the filing cabinet. Yeah, not anymore now. Load all your stuff up on a little 20 drive. Doop, done. The entire library just loaded up, done. Alright, it's looking pretty nice, people. It's looking pretty nice. Get the bottom half of that done. The dreaded filing cabinet. Oh, if you're looking for something for Z, if you're just walking down there, you're getting contaminated. Something, use your head. Contaminated? Contaminated. I can't say it right. Contaminated. Oh, I'll figure it out. But anyway, that's when you have to go all the way back to the Z's and pull that thing all the way out. Oh my goodness, man. Dreaded filing cabinet. Decapitated. Decapitated. I'm going to forgot all about that stuff. When people bring that stuff up on Facebook, like, you're really old when you remember this. Like, yeah, I remember that. I remember the switches on the back of the game system for coaxial cable and for the UHF that you would plug those two little prongs into, and it had switched to TV or game system. Gee whiz Louise, man. Remember those back in the day? You had to switch to channel 3. It'd be all static, like, man. I remember there was no TV on TV, man. When it hit 12 o'clock, you get the national anthem, and then basically you get that the polarized effect. So you would get, remember that. Then the info commercials came on, they filled all those blank spots up. And people were up like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, oh my goodness, we have it right here. Right here, we have it right here. This is the Cutimator 5000. Designed to cut, slice, dice, whatever you wanted to do. Heck, it can even do your taxes. Really? And it had that whole crowd in there that would agree to the announcer. You had the hype man, the announcer, and the agreeable crowd with the applause in the background. Yep. Guy would ask the dumb questions like, so what does it really do? What does it do? It does everything. You can make an entire Thanksgiving dinner in under 3 minutes. 3 minutes? Really? 3 minutes? That's insane. And the crowd would like, oh, that's insane. In 3 minutes, let me show you how it's done, Chuck. That's absolutely incredible. My favorite one was Set It and Forget It. Those are my favorite ones. Tony Little. That's another one. But that Set It and Forget It was made by some kind of construction polymers involving something they use for NASA, for keeping the space shuttle warm, and that's what they're using to put inside these pans. So basically, all you had to do was just heat it up a little bit, put the lid on it, turn it off, and it would cook itself. And you could drive around and do whatever you wanted to do. Because all you had to do was set it and forget it. Because that's what they would shout out the crowd. It was hilarious, man. And people got food poisoning off that thing, right? You know that, right? Because your food wasn't cooked. Because it has to be cooked at a certain temperature to kill germs. And that would have done it. That was hilarious. That was another one like right there. And Tony Little. I could have swore he's on drugs. That guy was hyper all the time. I mean, he was always hyper. Not normal hyper, like abnormal super hyped up. And he told this story, Tony Little told this story about how he was a weightlifter. He's a pretty buff dude, by the way. Sure, buff dude. But he was a weightlifter, he got into his car accident, he ended up gaining all this weight in the process, and the medication, and he came up with this easy way to pretty much lose weight, which was that stepper. When you had the two shifts on it, where you would go up and you would go down. Oh my goodness, that was just funny to watch. I used to like the home shopping guys. Info commercials ever come on? Just set it and forget it. Some of that stuff did work, to tell you the truth. Like some of it did work. Like I seen on TV, some of it did work. But some of that stuff was just junk. Guy come out there with an argyle sweater with a freaking collar popped up. And the other guy would come out there, he'd come out there run and jog a little bit like, oh my goodness, we've got something amazing today. What do you got? He gotta be all hyped. That's the hype man. What do you got? We've got this new microwave. It can cook an entire Thanksgiving dinner. Like I said, it was a giant, whatever they had, this little toaster and you put stuff in. It was crazy. You can cook a beef roll in under 5 minutes. 5 minutes? That's insane. Who can cook something for 5 minutes? Show us how. Man, it's just hilarious. That ladder, you ever watch the bloopers? Oh, the bloopers are freaking hilarious. That ladder system, the one they had, it was supposed to lock in the middle so you can walk across it like a scaffold. That thing was a death trap waiting to happen. I mean, come on, the guy's crawling across. You heard it unlock twice. Like, it's like, man, you might want to get off me because I'm about to mess up your day. But no, he says, no, that's supposed to do that. The ladder's not supposed to bend halfway in the middle. It's not supposed to do that. Man, that thing gave away his face. His jaw went face first into the side of that freaking ladder, man. He was knocked out. Sheesh. And she said, are you all right? He ain't all right. He ain't even here right now. He is not on this planet. He is not with us. He is nowhere to be found. Check the lost and found. Gee whiz. Marco, no polo. He's not there. Oh, man. He got jacked up. That was the most hilarious thing. Like, why? You dropped the sucker on lock. We're supposed to do that. That's a safety mechanism. No, that's telling you to get the freak off of it because it's going to buckle in the middle and you're going to go face first. You're going to launch face first into the side of that freaking ladder. And sure enough, he bought it. He bought the whole thing, people. He bought it all. He got the warranty package. He got the upgrade, the 3-year warranty. He paid for everything. He got it all. Everything. But you get that package. Everything. Knocked himself out. Is this him writing? Oh, he's writing now. I wrote him it twice. Like, what the freak, man? Hit that thing hard, man. Wait, what do I care about the bottom? This is the bottom half. It's going to lay flat in me. You're not even going to see that. Oh, doing too much. Alright, so this is all finished. Let me see. This comes up from here to here. That's from here to there. Pretty much it. We got the ports inside. That's all sort of right there. Oh, port for the fan. That's what I thought happened with this one. Guys almost fell over. Yeah, almost fell over. Worst place to sit at when you go to the amusement park? Teacups. Why? The show never ends. It never, ever ends. You will see things that you will never, ever be able to get out of your head forever. What do you mean by that, Ken? Well, people getting off the ride after eating a lot of food at the park. What happens when you get on a ride that turns around and over and over and over again, turn into a human fountain when you get off that sucker? Yep, so by the teacups, whoops, you will see some very interesting activity. I learned it the hard way. Because my friend, she likes the teacups. She likes being busy. I don't care for it. So, she calls herself get on the teacup. Well, not her calls herself. She actually likes the teacup. She likes to spin. She likes to be dizzy. Some people like that. I'm sitting there with my food, waiting for them to get off this ride. And I watch people get off that ride and throw up everywhere. It's a sight to see. People just all over the place. That's like watching somebody in Dave & Buster's get on the VRs. They go on the VRs, they have a little something to drink, too much to eat. They go on the VR systems, and they get off right away and try to take off and go BAM! Hit the ground right on their face. You're supposed to take time to get your body to adjust and then get off of them. Nah, they just jump off that sucker. Either some throw up, turn into human freaking fountains, or the other half basically passes out. It's like getting an elevator and go touch your shoes. Go touch your toes while it's going up. And then get it real fast. See what happens to you. Same scenario. Some people don't have that effect by it, but most people do. I used to love going into the, I would go into the, what's it called, the Quest. And you would hear about people who had motion sickness games, and they would be throwing up and stuff. Yeah. Star Wars did that to me. Star Wars made me throw up. And another game called, now this game was on PlayStation. It was Mr. Robinson's Adventure. The guy went back in time and basically explored the world of dinosaurs. I was really excited about that. And when I got out of the capsule and I went to turn, I felt I just want to throw up. Gave me headaches, made my stomach turn, gave me a lot of air. Like I didn't eat anything for weeks, man. It made me really, really sick. I was like, gee whiz, like what the freak? And then you realize that you have begun the game called, well, video game bingo. What makes you sick, what doesn't. You'll figure it out along the way, what jacks you up and what doesn't. I got that in VR all the time. Certain games that make me sick to my stomach, man. So this is what C6 feels like. So we got as I was talking, we got the side ports. This is all finished. We got the supports underneath of it to make sure it doesn't buckle in. Got our intake fan here, power supply there. Got the port for the power and everything we need to hook into the motherboard. And power supply's out in the open. And we got a port there for the fan. So that's pretty much it. But you talked a lot of crazy stuff. That's insane. Yeah, it's done. Yep. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I know people probably come to my channel for the first time. What's the drink? Oh man, all that guy does is talk on his channel. He don't show, he's not even doing anything over. He's just talking. Yeah, I do that a lot. Talk a lot. I do, but I do have good results though. I finished the work and it's done. It's finished. I'm just gonna work on my artwork. So guess what I'm gonna use for my post stands? I'm gonna use these right here. So that's where the glow-in-the-dark paint came in. So I'm going to smear some glow-in-the-dark paint in it and use that for my post stands. I've got post stands for this. I like them on here because it makes the motherboard stand a little bit, and it gives it a nice little light underneath of it. A nice little way to put the EL wire and all that stuff on it, and that's what it does. That's what it does. That's what it does, people. That's what it does. But yeah, people say all the time, it talks a lot. A whole lot. So much. I do talk a lot though. I ain't gonna kid you on that. Like, really not gonna kid you on that. I do talk a lot. Projector's here. Keys for me. I can snip that for a bit. See what's in that box. The projector. Whew. It's in the mailroom. Thank goodness. The people here are cool because somebody picked it up, must have brought it in. It's actually postal service will put that sucker right out front and somebody will walk off with it. Oh, okay, so gotta do unboxing on that soon. But this right here, this I'm gonna use for my post. So my motherboard can sit out, let these glow in the dark. Alright, since it's done, I gotta get black paint because this is gonna be all black like I did the other one, and I already got my neon paints here. We play around, get this all set up and done. Get this in the glow in the dark. But before we do all that, we have to get LED lights in because I want to do it with the LED lights are going to be painted over and then they're going to light up. So look, a pretty cool display. So, get all this stuff situated. And I gotta do an unboxing in a few minutes to see if this projector's running. Hopefully it is. I mean, I should have got it for like $60, so it wasn't bad. Yeah, talk about everything when I build PCs. Everything. Politics. I guess whatever floats on boat, whenever it pops in my head, I talk about it. Talk about this, talk about that, talk about all that stuff, you know. Serve it nicely. Yeah, well, to get the job done, right? Well, to get the job done. I saved $140. So that's great, you know. But that's what the case is what it cost me. And on top of that, I wanted me to show off my power supply like I wanted to. So I'm not getting a chance of doing that. Did you get a chance to sniff the box? Wow. Did you figure out where it's coming from? Action Cat! Action Cat! Oh, yeah. We gotta clean out that whatchamacallit too. I can take the fans off it now, clean it out. I have to get it cleaned up before I can get that. I gotta clean up the fans on the whatchamacallit. I gotta go pick up some Q-tips and alcohol so I can clean out the blades on the fans. And I gotta go in. So I'm not swapping these fans. These are RGB fans. I'm not swapping those out. But I do need to go clean the radiator system because I know it's filthy. People, I will voice my opinions at the end of the day. That's what I do. Yeah. People get mad at me because I say that I feel that other people should have a right to be in this country, and they get mad about me about that. But you know what I say about that? I don't care. Judging by my standards, as a Native American Indian, you don't supposed to be here either. So yeah, there's that. You know, you got people who voted and supported Trump on every level you could possibly think of, and they're getting burned left and right. And they're on YouTube crying and whining, especially the farmers out there, because now they're going to lose their farms. Don't get mad because people have no sympathy for you because they told you. It's like somebody telling you the road's out. And you argue with them, you curse them out, you know what I mean? That road's not out, that road's perfectly fine. I'm going to drive over it, top speed. And you go right over at top speed, and you realize the road is out, and you crash, and your car gets damaged, and you get hurt. And then you come back and you blame those people because you feel it's their fault, even though you supported the road to begin with. Yeah. And you get mad about that one. I guess. Sorry, not a yes person. Never was that person. I was a person that voiced his opinion. And that's who I am. When I do my builds, I like to talk. But do we get results out of it? Yes, we do. Do I talk about Jesus in my demonstrations? I do all the time. Why wouldn't I? You know what gave me the idea to build this thing? God did. And this comes out of my free will mind going, hey, I'm going to put this together today. So. No, he gave me the blueprints how to put the whole thing together. I was sitting there thinking like, I really don't want to spend $170 for 2 PCs. I won't get a chance to even see the power supply hooked up. I'm like, I got to be a different way. And the Lord said, here you go. And there we go. I built another one for myself for free. It didn't cost me anything. When the devil comes up there and says, hey, you know, I'm going to report you. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and so, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to happen. I know people work there. What do you think I basically drop my packages off? See, Santa Claus? Yeah. That's because you're bitter and upset and angry because you're watching me do something nice on camera and you want to try to figure a way to disrupt it and cause problems for me at the end of the day, but it doesn't work out for you. It doesn't. Now, if you're going through some hardship in your life, or you're probably about to go through some hardship in life, who are you going to pray to about that? You're going to pray to God about that. Well, how can you pray to God about that when you're trying to make trouble for a Christian? Figure that one out. And by the way, the effort has been useless because you're not making things hard for me in life. As a matter of fact, like I said, I'm getting contracted, and this ad tech technology, which we have now, is going to blow up on so many levels it's not even funny. So you're not really doing anything. All that effort that these individuals put in to try to destroy me, what happened? I say this multiple times on camera. What happened? Nothing happened to me. I have people in here to see that screen. Yeah, the statements that people made about saying that my products didn't work, mind you, I'm going to have companies vouching for my technology. So the lawsuits are going to be really, really heavy. They're going to be big lawsuits. Oh, big lawsuits. And very serious time in jail because, again, if I've got companies and I'm in an office, and I look at Judge, I'm in an office right here, people come in and see my screens, I can bring one there in the courtroom if they want to see it. So how are you going to make that screen look like something that popped up in your videos, as you claimed it was? This is why I said, when we get ready, we got 7 years to prosecute, 6 years to prosecute. I got some special people I'm bringing on to gather up as many people as we possibly can. And we found making these false videos against my company, and we're suing you all one by one. I'm going to drag you behind in court. I'm going to sue you. And if I got to come down to your state, I will be there with my attorneys. It's payback time. Got to pay for all that stuff you guys did to my company. It's payback time. Now I got the backers. I got people that are coming and going to put tremendous wealth into my back pocket. I'm going to use that money to go in and help other people out, but I'm also going to use that to hunt certain people down that were on YouTube doing nasty videos about my company and slandering my name. So keep in mind, I got a few years to come get you, and I will be coming to get you real soon. It's not the everyday usual. It's some other people we found. And it's going to get pretty brutal. Look, in this decade right now, we're in the time right now with the way things are going. And people are having a hard time to live right now. Do you think you're going to afford a lawsuit being slapped at you? There are going to be two ways out of this at the end of the day. Either we hit you and take everything from you and maybe throw you in jail for that nonsense, or you're going to give me a written apology on YouTube, apologizing for your actions. And which way you want to take. Now, for the other ones, they're done. We're suing the daylight side of them. They're finished. But we found some other ones. We found some other fish out there that we're not going to mention their names, but just know we know who you are. And if you sit there and say, well, you know, hey, I got a fake YouTube account, I got a fake email account, I got fake numbers, don't let you think at the end of the day that that's going to help you, because it's not. Let me explain something to you. The Lord is the one who basically backs our technology. Does God know where you live at? He does, doesn't he? There you go. That's all you need to know. When you put things in God's hands and you ask him to seek and find and help you get through something, the Lord will bring you up. You can hide all you want. The Lord will bring you up. No way to get around it in any way whatsoever. And like I said, you got to pay for all sins. Either you pay for them here or you pay for them in the next life. Either way you pay. Doesn't make a difference. Say we don't never find you. Say somebody did some dirt to my company, we never find you, right? And you think you got away with it. You don't. In the next life, you pay for that. It's like jumping over a landmine to get your head cut off. There's no way out of it. Either way, you're going. And that's what you got to realize. You got to pay for it one way or another. Now, let's say somebody we was tracking, we found some stuff on him, we're tracking, we're looking for him, we find out this man changed, a holy man, a Christian man. We got nothing to do with you. You're a man of God, you're one of us. We go about our business. Whatever you got between you and God, you're still going to have to face that truth. You're still going to have to go before him, because you're still going to have to basically take it before him. So that's between you and God at the end of the day. We move on to the next person. But if you sit there and say, well, I'm a fake being a Christian at the end of the day, no, don't do that. That'll make things even worse for you. What's wrong with you? Didn't I just say the devil's trying to kill you all day long? What's wrong with you? Why would you even do that? Don't even think that. Don't even put that in your head. Don't think that. That's dangerous. It's extremely dangerous. Because you know who told you to say that? Satan. Satan told you to make that statement. Don't even think in that direction. People say, I think I'm a Christian, and court, they'll make the, no, don't do that. Don't do that. God is the one you're going to need help in that situation. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's crazy. It's dangerous, man. That's really dangerous. I don't do that. Okay. All right. Got a machine gun. We got projector in the box over there. They packed it well because I can see the box is overwhelmed with packing. Hope it's not peanuts, Taco. Packing peanuts. That reminds me. We had to send someone a big box with something glued at the bottom of it filled with packing peanuts. I do my friends this way for fun. Let me see. The cat hasn't bought, but it's the other cats. All right. This is already done. All right. At one point, I didn't want to hear anything about God. Oh, I love talking about him. Didn't want to hear nothing. I told my mom, right to her face, like, Mom, why do you like to listen? Why do you listen to this music all day long? Every day, all day. Every day, you listen to this every single day. You didn't get tired of it? You ain't tired of talking about God? You talking about God every day, Mom. Every day. You don't understand. You'll understand one day. You will. You understand how happy it makes me to hear this music. I just couldn't get it. I didn't understand it. I was blocked out. Couldn't see it. I was blind. And that day came and I understood. Now I see why. I talk about God all the time. I see his blessings right in front of me every day. Got that projector for $60. That's a blessing right there. If it don't work, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean nothing at the end of the day, because Lord always has another blessing for you. That's why I said, if something don't work out, it's meant to be that at the end of the day. If you want something really, really bad, and you pray on it, and it doesn't work out, it's not meant to be. Because God got something better for you. Maybe God saw something you can't see. You can't see everything. God can. So if something you're working for really, really hard, and you really, really, really think you need that at the end of the day, and it doesn't work out, and it falls through, you go, Lord, why would you do that? Because he's seen something that you can't see. Something that probably would have caused you years and years of pain. Sometimes God lets you have it. He'll let you have what you want. You'll come back like, I didn't want that. I honestly didn't want that at all, period. Like, that was not what I expected it was going to be, you know what I mean? But thank you for allowing me to. He'll protect you in the process. He will protect you, but he'll allow you to have that sometimes. You're like, no, that's not what I wanted. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me in that situation. I wasn't plugged in. They let you have it. They let you have it, see what it's like, and you want it or not. Like, nope, don't want it. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then sometimes it won't work out. I had realized that. I had a contract I was working on. Contract didn't go through. I wanted the contract. And I sat there and I said, Lord, why? And then later on I saw things and I was like, oh, I see now. I understand now. I do understand. Thank you for protecting me. Well, we forgot something. We forgot to put our little bridge area in there. We forgot to do that. Yeah, thank you for protecting me. Not meant to be. It's not meant to be. That is the Lord protecting you from things that can be far worse. Ooh, that's the right size, too. Almost. Almost the right size. When things don't work out, that's when you glorify the Lord and thank Him. So you got something planned for you far better. Sometimes if I've done something wrong, Lord will chastise me. He'll scold me for it. I feel it. I feel this pressure on me, and I feel upset. Not upset, but I feel more like real sad. Like, I'm sorry, Lord, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. And the Lord will chastise me. He'll basically scold me. He don't gonna punish me or I'm gonna hurt me. No, he's not that kind of Lord day. But he'll chastise me like, you're wrong. It's bad what you did. You know what you did and you feel guilty for bad. Oh, yeah, Lord, I'm sorry. But when I'm going through that, I'm thanking and praising His name. You know why? Because the Lord cares about me enough to chastise me. When the Lord chastises you for doing something wrong, you thank Him for that. Because He cares that much more. Just like if you got kids, you get after them for doing things they shouldn't do. They don't do this, don't do the chores, don't get good grades, and out there fighting and all that stuff. You get on them for that. They get punished for that kind of stuff. Why do you do it? You do it because you care. That's why you do it, because you care about them. That's why you do it. That's why you thank the Lord. Because He does that because He cares about you. A child that's ignored, not scolded for their actions, will lash out because they feel that they're not cared for. And they will commit crimes and they will go through the system feeling unwanted, like no one cared enough for them to scold them for the things that they've done. And that's what's beautiful about God is when He chastises. It's a beautiful thing. You don't do it on purpose. You just sometimes you mess up, and it's good to know that He cares enough to basically put you in your place. There we go. Right there and there. That's right in there. Try to get this out this route. Because when he sits in his little carrier house, couldn't get him in there for Jack. At one point, he couldn't go in there. Can't get him out of it. I was laughing about how Frasier, Daphne Moon would tell the most jacked up stories about her brothers, and man, like it would just freaking shock the daylights out of the Crane family. Mind you, the father was a cop, so I heard everything in the world. So I met that woman. I heard things I never even heard of before. Her brothers were something else. What the heck? Her father walked away, his mouth wide open, like, what in the world? And a cop was I've never heard anything like that before. And she's talking about her brothers doing crazy stuff. How one of her brothers got a tooth, got some money for the something he got. It was something crazy. He lost a pinky. He lost a pinky something in frostbite or something. They had to take it off. And they gave him some. They put money. It's the opposite of the tooth fairy. It was something jacked up. He was trying to. If he put the toe under his pillow, he would get money for it, and that's what he did. And he got some money for it. And it said basically the whole family had to hold him down. So they took everything from him to keep him from lopping off the rest of his toes to get more money. And the father just got up from the chair and walked away as fast as he could. His mother like, I've been in the force for so many years. I've never heard anything like that before. Yeah, she has some crazy stuff. But then you got a chance to meet the brother, one of the brothers, and he was really crazy like that. It was funny. They loved their daughter, but they're something else, man. Their sister, they're something else. The brothers were something else. Simon. That's what the brother's name was, Simon. His name was Simon. Simon was something else, boy. He was a funny dude. Ah, okay. That went in neat nicely right there. And I wish I had some graffiti skills at the end of the day. Put those graffiti designs up would be cool. Like to do this box in all white and have somebody do that artwork all over the box. That would look amazing, man. You got that huge back on the back of it, so I know they can do some really cool stuff with it. I gotta get in touch with some graffiti artists, man, because they got some really cool artwork. I would love to see something like that. See if they can do it on these boxes. Alright, I think we got it. We should be good now. Really? Glue stick out. Oh. Yep, that is amazing. Man, you're probably with God now. I was thinking about, there was this older Christian couple. I talked about this. Sometimes I say the same story twice sometimes. But there was an older Christian couple in their 80s. About 70s. I'd say late 70s. She was a wonderful baker. She baked cakes. And they would bake cakes and, to have us come in, because we don't get much sugar in there, to listen to the scripture of God and have some cake. But it was a way of getting us in there, It's that cake. But then, you realize that the cake wasn't really important. That scripture and what they read from the Bible was more important than that cake. As I got older, I would think about those things about when I was young, going in there. I was learning about Jesus. I think I was more enticed by the cake. Still learning about God. But you realize that cake wasn't the actual treat. Being able to know Christ was the actual treat. Yep. Let me see. Are we running? Oh, my system's off. Why is my system off? Alright, got the port there. Is the only port we have there? Yeah, that's basically about it. Only port we have, because it's that. That's it, so. It's, it's done. I put that last port on there. That's basically about it. Let's get all black house with the paint job on it. I was going to clean out the radiator system, but most likely I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. But right now, I'm just going to probably head back. I'm tired. Go through some machines. At least I got them done. They're out of the way. So they're finished up. Sometimes I like to listen to AMSR. That's what I do to relax. Getting old, people. I'm getting old. Yep. It's funny, I got a lot of energy, but some days I just feel like, I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old. I'm up there. 57. I got people now 65. Like, yeah, ain't nobody young buck. How old are you? 56. No, sorry, 56. How old are you? 56. It's like, no, ain't nobody young buck. 65. Oh. Man, time goes quick. 1 minute, 5 years old, digging a hole in the ground, and boom, here I am, 57. Goes real fast, people. I know people my age. I know got people in my age. I know I do, because I can check the demographics how old. But the young people out there, it goes super fast. It does super fast. Do I regret basically time? No, I don't. I don't regret time. Time is what time is. Do I wish to save time to live a little longer on the earth? No. Not because of the chaos and stuff that's going on. I want to go home. When my time comes to see Jesus, I want to go home and see my mom. I want to go see Jesus' face. And go back home. My time is done. I have passed off this earth. People can go back and hear me in the video saying, that's my time, I'm going home. While I'm here, I just want to serve him to the best of my ability to do right by his name. So when I go back home, I can serve him 100% without this cursed body. So then he just keeps blessing us with cool stuff to build. Right there. Alright, people. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to do the unboxing tomorrow. I ain't going to go anywhere. I'll stay right in here. Oh, man. Thank you for stopping by. Be safe out there. God bless. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us to be able to make this today. I am so happy with these. And thank Him so much for blessing us every day. Always giving us new ideas to make new things. Hope you enjoyed. Gotta go, and God bless.